You love to see it. That is the family of Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, his mother, father, and brother specifically. They were accepting this Congressional Gold Medal during this ceremony, and they were perfectly happy to accept the medal. They were perfectly happy to shake Chuck Schumer's hand, and then they wanted nothing to do with Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy. And I sort of understand, JR, why at this point, when Sicknick, as well as all of the others, had been abandoned by the Republicans, who were perfectly happy to go right back to defending Donald Trump and laying the groundwork for future attacks that are gonna lead to injuries of other cops. So I get it, and I respect what they chose to do there.
What's offensive on top of all this is, do you think they don't know they've been absolutely blatantly dogging out this guy's family or going back to the guy who was the source and reason for it? Kevin McCarthy said so. You think the family of the folks who lost a family member didn't remember you saying, hey, this is Donald Trump's fault, then seeing you scurry and kiss his ass more? You think they didn't see that? It's offensive. In your brain, you think you can show up at this event and expect any kind of respect to be given back to you after you've acted this way. Yo, in just a party setting, in regular folks in the middle of a party, if you actually say something about someone that you thought was, you're just talking in general. I hate when people wear red, and there's this guy in the red over there. Do you expect to walk up to him and be like, hey, how you doing? He'd be like, I feel like you kind of like me. Like, why are you coming to shake my hand? You've already explicitly told me you think I'm nothing. And then you cannot come up to me and you expect me to give you some kind of respect back. It don't work that way, man.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen like the mom just like flick him in the forehead right between the eyes or something, like really go back to high school with it, because he deserved it. Really fast, I want to give you a little bit of Brian's brother explaining why they did what they did.
Whatever hold that Trump has on them, they've backstepped, they've danced. They won't admit to wrongdoing, not necessarily themselves, but of Trump, of the rioters. I mean, people like Louis Gohmert, who presented an American flag that was flown over the Capitol to a January 6th rioter and told them they were a patriot. It's disgusting. It takes away everything my brother's done. It takes away the heroism my brother showed.
You don't think they deserved a handshake in this context?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, no, they didn't deserve a handshake. They deserved far worse than just not having a handshake. And I don't know how much they care. I don't know if Kevin McCarthy cared, but I did notice, and you can play back the video if you want, the viewers. Mitch McConnell, he wanted the handshake. For the last one, he had the big box turtle smile, and he put his hand farther out, as if to telegraph that he thought it was an oversight. Oops, the first person accidentally didn't shake my hand. No, they did. I think it's he raised it up more. You saw the tiny little clawed paw? It went up a little bit more and nothing came. This is an opportunity maybe to learn something. I know that they're gonna resist that urge. They're not gonna learn anything, but you could maybe. Maybe if you want people to think you're cool, you need to do cool things. You need to defend democracy. You need to defend people who are defending democracy, and you chose not to do that. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.